we dive bomb him into the chicane? Yes, we should. Hello.
So growing up as a child, I was always a big racing game fan, from your early F1 games to Colin McRae Rally all the way to Gran Turismo 3 on the PS2. But it wasn't until a couple of years ago when I finally picked up my first ever racing wheel, a Logitech G29, and a copy of Project Cars 2, that I was really sucked into the world of sim racing. So today, in homage to my entry into sim racing, we're going to go back and play a little Project Cars 2, see if it still holds up today, and just play it for a little bit of nostalgia. So let's jump into the game. So here we are in Project Cars 2. I forgot, just looking through the menus and stuff, how many cars are actually in this game available for you to drive. So, because there is so many options in Project Cars 2, the first thing that we're going to do today is a multi-class race, because why not? GTEs, LMP2s and LMP3s. Let's see what chaos could ensue. So here we go, first race back in Project Cars. We're starting from the back of the field in the Ferrari. We managed to get a few places up straight away. Let's see what the carnage into T1 is like. As we go straight into the back of the Aston Martin. I seem to have lost all my force feedback. Got an old Corvette, a Ford GT, an Aston Martin. It's Project Cars 2 AI. We're always really slow on the first lap of a race, so this is the time I can make up some positions. Go up the inside of the Corvette here, maybe. Oi! Trying to kill myself in the car there. Some interesting liveries on the car. So, into the bus stop for the first time. A little bit behind the guys in front of me, but that's alright. Because they're going to have chaos. Not really a long race, just a little 8-lap race. Shouldn't take us too long and we can do something different afterwards, but we are chasing down this Ford GT, and what a car that is. Just look at the rear end of that car. What a great looking car. I missed that. I'm going to miss all the GTE cars. Obviously the GTE class is going to be no more very soon. It's going to be quite sad to see this class go. I always thought this was a really interesting class of cars to watch race. Let's try and get up the inside of this Ford. Just... No, we're going to have to get up onto the curb. We're right up the back of him here, though. We should be able to. If we can't get him in the next two corners, we should be able to get him on the back straight. Obviously something that AMS dropped from they could have taken from the wonderful PC2 is the spotter and engineer. I love a game that includes a spotter and an engineer. Don't get me wrong, I do love Crew Chief, but having a spotter and engineer in the game, you know, it's just a little bit different. My rev lights seem to be broken in this car. If you look at the top of the dash, my rev lights are just always red. Oh! I didn't think I was going that slowly as I get a little bit of a bump from the Aston Martin. Alright, P7, let's try and regain some more positions for us, shall we? I mean, for me, this game just came at a perfect time. You know, I was looking for something to get myself out of the GT Sport. Just wasn't giving me the realism that I wanted. I, you know, just started racing with a wheel. And I was only on PS4 at the time.
And I just wanted to get something to give me, you know, where I could do big custom offline races, because I wasn't enjoying the online racing at GT Sport. Picked this game up on sale and it absolutely blew my mind. And it wasn't the most dedicated sim there was out there, but just the level of realism I felt I had in this game. You know, I could do racing series that I could replicate racing series that I saw on YouTube or on the TV. It was just exciting. I could replicate some rallycross or the World Endurance Championship or the Blancpain GT series. It was just really exciting to be able to do all these different kind of things. And don't get me started on the career mode. The career mode is wonderful. Aston Martin is going to be a big problem. Trying to go out around the outside is probably not the best way to go. Just going to close that door for him. Is it a bit spotty in places? Oh, I'm having huge frame drops there. Look, is the game a bit spotty in places? Yes. Do some of the cars feel like absolute crap trying to drive? Yes. He's going to go too deep into that corner, surely. Oh, we got it stopped. Right, you can have that position, my friend, for a bold move. Sounds a bit iffy. I remember the sound being we're loving the sound in this game, but definitely a bit iffy at the moment. Right, we've lost out to the Aston Martin. Let's see if we can go. I looked at OBS very briefly. Let's go see if we can catch up and do something else. Oh-hee. Now, as you'll see, the track is starting to darken. The sun is setting. One of the things that blew my mind when I started playing Project Cars 2 was the day-night cycle that you could do. And obviously, the weather. The Madness engine is just... it's something else when it comes to video games. Now, don't get me wrong, ACC does some nice rain and some nice day-night transitions, but it just doesn't have anything on the Madness engine. The stuff that I've been able to do on this game, on AMS2, just absolutely amazing. Now, I've actually been quite a big fan of Slightly Mad Studios throughout their whole lineage of video games. Another one of my favorite racing games before Project Cars was Need for Speed Shift 2. Was a game that I picked up for the PlayStation 3. Absolutely loved that game. And the saddest thing is, EA has completely killed that game. Like, you cannot buy it anywhere. And even if I had a physical copy of it, I wouldn't be able to play it because I've got no disc drive on my PC. So I've been trying to find a PlayStation 3 hard copy of it, but proving to be quite difficult because I'd love to go back and play that game. That game was incredible for the sense of speed that you felt. Having a crash in that game was pretty nasty. Now, I don't think... okay, never mind. I was about to say, I don't think I have a button mapped for... whoa, we're going for a spin. Didn't feel that happening. Got another BMW up the back of me now. I was going to say I didn't know if I had a button mapped for lights, but I do. So let's get those high beams on. Now, I was hoping that I've timed this race. We got race about right. We got 2 laps left, and we're properly getting into night, so just about timed it correctly. I'm gonna let this BMW go up the inside. I'm gonna run this corner a little bit tighter. Ooh, was going for some hard racing there. Yeah, we're a little bit quick. I mean, I'm trying to talk and race, but I am getting overtaken a little bit here. Let's blame it on the fact that I haven't done a lot of racing in the last couple of weeks. Let's just get in the toe of this beamer. See if we can just pull ourselves up behind him and sneak in after the bus stop. Yep. Just tuck in behind him. Get out my way! Oh my god, he seems to... I can't seem to get past him. There we go. Not quite able to stick it past him. See if we can catch him through this section. A little bit of a lock up on the brakes. Just flashing him for the literally no reason apart from I thought it was funny. 2 laps left to go. Let's see if we can get this position back. A little bit of lock up. Front left is getting a bit cold and dying. Again, let's tuck into that slipstream. I thought the Ferrari was quicker than the BMW, but maybe I was a little bit wrong. Come on. Should I just straight line the bus stop and get a penalty? Oops. Oh, don't get down onto the bottom. I think I might just take the penalty at this point. Just let me do the slowdown in the braking zone. Final lap. Oh, just not in time. And I spun. Well, I think we'll call that the end of that race. Final lap. He screws it up. Let's go try something different. So one of the other fun things you could do on PC too was Rallycross. Now, I loved Rallycross when it came to Dirt 2. Never really tried it on Project Cars 2, so today I thought, why the hell not? Let's give it a go. Don't really remember how... right into the back of the monster car. This is one of those examples of Project Cars 2 not feeling the absolute greatest. A handbrake. I'm not enjoying this, but as the rain comes down as well. As I go into a wall as well. Let's try and get it in reverse. This was a bad idea. And why am I sat so low down in this car? So one other thing that you could do on Project Cars 2 that I never ever touched because I wasn't interested in it when I was playing it was NASCAR. And over the years, looking at the subreddit for Project Cars 2, apparently NASCAR is it's apparently absolute chaos. For some reason, I'm sat so high in the driving seat for this. Oh, get off the wall! Oh no! Well, there we go. Our first... Oh my god, we're in a massive wreck here. Well, that didn't go too well, did it? Okay, next up on whatever we're calling this video, to be honest. We're doing touring cars at Donington. What else do you want me to say? Let's do it. Donington Park, National Circuit, touring cars. The British Touring Car Championship just finished, so I thought, why not? Touring cars. No traction control, no ABS. Door banging galore. This should be fun. Oh, there's people already trying to kill each other. Oops, I don't know why I shifted down the chronicles. So so we've got Renault Meganes, BMW 3 Series, one other car, maybe a Citroen or something. And then me in the trusty Opel Astra. And I thought, with all the door banging that Project Cars loves to do, why not put them in a series that's all about door banging? Do you know, I could really see myself, for all the craziness and all the weirdness that is Project Cars, I could see myself doing a series on this. I think that might be a little bit less serious than doing a series on ACC or something. Or maybe having a crack at the career mode. I think that would be fun. Yeah, right into the back of you. These things just, for little, tiny little cars, just so much power. Right, let's up behind this Monster Energy Renault Megane. Whoa! Oh, he's really, really wanted that position. Just closing the door nicely on him. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, 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 whoop. The problem is, I've never really driven the touring cars before. So I'm using all the braking markers and stuff that I would use for the GT3 cars, which isn't exactly working. We're coming up behind, which seems to be a Mercedes A-Class. Where's he braking? At about 150. Second gear? I got enough ground clearance to hit the sausage curbs. Why not? These are a lot of fun. Well, what position am I in? 13th. These are... I'm really enjoying this. This is really good fun to drive. More touring cars. I know there's the esports TCR competition on. I had a little go at that, but... Oi! Like I said before, some things just work in Project Cars and some things don't. This was not a perfect game by any means, but, you know, I would have loved to see what they could have done if they were given the chance to actually make a game like this again, instead of the horrible game that was Project Cars 3, which I don't think maybe was entirely the fault of SMS, but I just would have loved to see what they could have done, because when this game is good, it is so good. You know, it has its downsides, and with having this many cars, not all the cars feel fantastic to drive. But, like, when you jump in these touring cars on a great track that they've spent a lot of time with, this is just out and out sim racing fun. And I think we forget things about... That's, you know, it's what sim racing is about. Sometimes I don't need... Whoa! Whoa! See, that's just fun. Trying to use fourth gear to get off some grass. I'm gonna come way down the order here, but I don't mind. Like, these cars have been really fun to drive, really engaging, and that's sometimes just what this hobby is about. It's just doing something that's really, really fun. And yes, the AI wants to kill you a lot of the time. But I think that's hilarious. So why not? do something silly like this. Right. On to the final lap. Let's see if we can make up for our little bit of a hoo-ha down the Craner curves last time. And a couple of cars in front of us. Let's see what we can do. God, why don't we have a touring car game anymore? Oh no, I think we're getting a touring car game, aren't we? I think motorsport... Is it motorsport games that make that horrible... horrible NASCAR game that have the license to the British touring car and IndyCar, and they're making games on both of them. Oh, hello, little Renault Megane. You are going to be mine. Oh, get out of here, race control. Go on, let's get him back down the back straight. Should we dive bomb him into the chicane? Yes, we should. Hello. Oh, this game's fun. See? You can't tell me that is not a good time. In fact, it's such a good time. So that's going to do it for my brief jaunt back into Project Cars 2. As you can see from the smile on my face, that was fun. I'm more than happy. If someone wants to see some more Project Cars 2 racing videos, I'm more than happy to oblige, because that was so much fun. That game has so much nostalgia for me, and I love how crazy it is sometimes. So I'm happy to do another one. If not, welcome back to me creating content. I'm back. I've been on holiday, but here comes the content. Got some exciting things planned, hopefully. So we'll see. But until then, thanks for watching. Drop a subscribe if you liked it, or give the video a like. If not, don't worry. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.